Time for a mouse box opening, Razer style. Welcome, Simple Rud. This episode is going to be a box opening of the Razer Basculus version 3. Now, I've been using a Logitech gaming mouse, I think the G9, I don't even remember, for a decade now, literally. And that mouse you can't even buy anymore. And, you know, I noticed everyone likes the Logitech G502, which I was really tempted to get that. You know, they have a really nice wireless one. But the Basculus was brand new. It's got a lot of fun RGB. So I figured, you know what? Let's check it out. And before I get this thing out of the box, don't forget to subscribe. I got some more builds coming up. I got a 3070 on the way. Got some case reviews. Got a lot of fun videos. Well, I got a lot of videos. You get to choose whether they're fun or not. So the first thing I should start off with is the fact that this is 70 bucks. Now, that's pretty similar to the wired version of the Logitech G502, but it's half the price of the wireless version, and for me, I don't care too much about the wireless. I have a wireless mouse at work and I have it wired in full time. So, at least for this point in time, my current setup, I don't care about wireless. Which is another great feature about this, is I get a brand new mouse. You know, it's a version 3 of the Basculus. Version 2 has a lot of good reviews, and a lot of good comments. So I felt like this was a good option. Now, box is pretty typical for, you know, any mouse. Rather small. Do need a knife though. Husky knives. Check them out. They're cheap and at Home Depot. So that's fun. You get just all cardboard. Now it does have a rather nice cable. Little protector on your USB. It's fun. It's, you know, green because of Razer. Whatever, you won't ever see that, but cool little attention to detail nonetheless. This is a braided cable, pretty nice. Not rigid, so it's not gonna hold really any form once you straighten it out of this. Of course, you got a little thank you note and a little instruction / manual for all that fun stuff. Ooh, and you know, stickers, because who doesn't need more stickers? Alright, so the mouse itself is a nice flat black. Now the thing I always look for when I'm getting a mouse is something with your feature for fitting your hand nicely. And that is something that this had. And it's really got a nice texture for your thumb there as well. And the other side actually has that same texture, with the top and this still being smooth. Now, the logo should light up, and there is some RGB all the way around the mouse, which would allow the bottom to light up, as well as the roller will light up on both sides. Now, there is 11 programmable buttons. I'll be surprised if I use any of them, but, you know, maybe I will. There is a 70 million click life cycle is what Razer says, and can't tell you if that's a lot or not. I guess it depends on what you're doing. If you're constantly clicking your mouse, maybe not. But, you know, my Logitech has lasted 10 years. It's not wearing down at all. I just felt like it was time to get a new one. So, there's a good chance that 10 years from now I'll still be using this. Now, you do have a button up here, which is actually pretty nice. You know, depending on where your hand sits, it might be too far forward. But it also depends on what you've got that programmed for using. So if it's something you're not doing very often, reaching up to it might not be bad. Now again, if you have a little hand, that's going to be even further out of reach. As you can see the way I hold it, I am, you know, rather back. You do have 2 side buttons. Then you've got 2 buttons on top. You do have a roller or a spinner. So that's nice. It's kind of a mixture. So it can free spin, but you also have the control over going, you know, one mouse click or one mouse roll at a time. So, you know, easily slide up and down, or just let her spin and go for it. Now I know this is a rather short video. There's not a whole lot to cover since I don't have, you know, really anything to compare it to, or, you know, the ability to go through and run things and do anything fancy. So I'm going to wrap this video up with that. Don't forget to subscribe. I do have more content coming out every week, and I'm hoping to really bump it up and maybe start doing a couple weeks where I'm doing multiple videos at a time. With that, thank you.